All right, so guys, back day, and yesterday was chest, and yesterday's chest day was absolutely terrible, by my standards, anyways. So today we want to try and redeem ourselves with a good back day. So, anyways, we're starting off with some dumbbell roll here, 3 sets, 15 to 20. I drank too much water before, so my stomach feels funny. Anyways, let's go. All right, other side. That was 15. Whew. Quick second, then we'll do 5 more. Whew. Ooh, that stretch is crazy, man. So when it comes to dumbbell rows, a lot of you guys tend to mess up your rows and you don't get a proper stretch and contraction in the lats. So when you're doing your rows, this is what I want you guys to do, right? So when I get set up right here, I want to make sure I get a good stretch. So what I want to do, so right now, I don't want to be going just straight down with the weight, right? But I see what I want to do. I want to allow the weight to pull me slightly forward to get that stretch through the entire lats. And then I pull up, and as I'm pulling up, I'm thinking about driving my elbow into my hip pocket, and I'm trying to limit that rotation up here, right? I want to limit that excess, because sometimes you guys are rolling, you come here and you rotate a lot. What I'm trying to do is stretch, and as I pull my hand up, I'm trying to push my chest down into it to get a good contraction. A little bit of twisting is fine, but the reason why I'm trying to tell you guys to do it that way is because most of you guys, when you guys do this, you tend to twist excessively where you're and rotating like this. And that can really mess your back up, really mess your spine up as well too. So that excess rotation, so keep it a little bit more strict until you learn how to control a little bit of rotation with it. But until then, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do if you're a beginner or intermediate. Get a stretch and go forward a little bit. And as you pull up, drive your chest down into it instead of doing the roll. Once you get a little bit more comfortable, then you can add a little bit of twist into it, right? Because if you can't maintain proper trunk stability and get that twist, you put a lot more stress on your spine, all right? So normally I get some people who just come straight down and straight up like this, right? We don't want to do that. We want to emphasize the stretch. So again, we're going to be here, forward a bit, and back. That's 12. I don't know if I'll get to 20, but I'll try. Whew. Whew. So I think 2 sets of 20 each side is more than enough. Then we'll get into some wide grip seated rows. I'm still not feeling, I thought I'd be able to get back to some rows today, but the energy's still not there, so I'm gonna stick to majority cables after this. So we're gonna do some heavy wide grip seated rows, then some few other lat variation, and then call that a day. Oh, that was 12, that was solid. Eight more. Okay. We're gonna do some heavy wide grip seated rows here, and we're trying to go for 3 sets of anywhere between 10 and 15 reps, all right? So that's the number. All right, so let's get it. I upped the weight a little bit on this last, well, right now, because that first set felt a little bit too light. Even though I got 12, still felt light. All right, let's go. Whew. Ooh, whew. Back's cracking. That's a decompress the spine a bit. Let's go. One more set here. Then we're gonna do some V-handle lat pull down to try to get those mid-back, the mid to upper back. Oh, that's tough. So we're gonna do a quick 3 sets of 10 here. We just max this out. And then we're gonna do some single arm cross body lat pull down. And then we're gonna superset some face pulls with some pull-ups, and then that's gonna be it. And this is still, like for me, again, for my standard, this workout's like an average workout, but just in general, right? This is a pretty, this is a top tier workout right now. But for my standards, I'm usually doing way more, as you guys know. Yo. All right, second last set of these. All right, quick last set here. I'm tired as hell, bro. Nope, I'm cooked. So I'm not gonna do pull-ups. I don't have the energy for pull-ups, so I'm gonna finish off with these single arm lat pull down. All right, so just like how you don't wanna finish your chest day with some kind of fly variation, whether that's dumbbells or cable, to really get a good stretch in there, to get a really good stretch in your pecs. Same thing with your lats, right? You wanna get a nice, good stretch, create as much length in the lats at the end of your workout. That also helps with recovery as well too, when you do that. Hey. Whew. Oh. All right, seriously, guys, hands down, this is by far the greatest last finisher. This is the best pump and stretch I've ever felt in my life. Trust me. All right. Holy. It's about, man. So one thing you guys will notice with this is as that cable stretches, notice I'm pushing my hip out to further accentuate the stretch and get a much deeper stretch. I'm trying to arc my body by sticking my hip out. I'm trying to get that body to arc so that lat can fully stretch all the way through. I'm excited. Again, this exercise feels so good. I'm just gonna do one more set and call it a day. And then I'll just hit my rear delts tomorrow when I hit my shoulders. Yeah. Ooh. And the reason why I'm using the V handle here instead of the regular cable grip is because the V handle gives you a little bit more leverage and a little bit more control. It's less stress on the wrist, so you can actually focus on the movement properly. So it just allows me to have a little bit more stability at my wrist joint. Ah, come on. Ooh. Ooh. Hi. That's it, guys. Super good back day. A little bit different than what you guys are accustomed to seeing, but sometimes these workouts are needed just regen work, just to recover, you know, give your nervous system a break, because as you guys can see, I would just be hitting compounds week after week after week after week. And whenever when I feel tired, because, you know, eventually body starts to break down, get too fatigued for you to for you to have the energy to consistently keep going heavy like that week after week. So I just listen to my body, and that's all this is. Like this week, last week, it's just me listening to my body. And then, you know, usually if that happens, a week, 2 weeks, and then the third week, I'm back to doing and lifting the way I normally lift, right? So I just listen to my body when it goes through those phases. But anyways, that's it, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for shoulders, all right?